Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Ed John is in the studio to talk about himself, Wiley's Comedy Club, and some fun news stories. Greg Hahn does a self-interview since our phones aren't working. If you enjoy the show, like and follow The Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Wednesdays from noon to 2 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
All right, it is Wednesday. It is noon. It is, well, noonish. That's the norm. That's the norm, a noonish kind of show. This is The Life. I'm your host, Don Smith. It's been a good week so far, mostly because I took off work tonight, so I don't have to be in there and deal with that. But I'll be at the Comics Hang tonight, which is going to actually be postponed. It usually starts at 5. It's going to have to start at 6 tonight because it's my wife's birthday, and I guess I can't leave her stranded downtown. Anyway, I got back up on stage Sunday, first time since August that I've been on any stage, and the first time since March. It's the first time since March that I've been on Wiley's stage, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of great comics. One of them is in the studio with me right now. Is it Ed or Edward? Which do you prefer?
It's Ed.
Ed John is in the studio, or is it just Ed?
It's
you
Ed.
just want to go by
And you
one
sucked
name.
on stage.
And what's that?
You sucked on stage.
I appreciate that.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
Yeah. Well, that's how you get gigs, whatever it takes.
True.
You should see if that's what I did on stage, you should see what I did backstage. Anyway, welcome to the I'd say welcome to the radio show, but you just dissed my comedy, so there's the door. No.
You call that comedy? Okay.
No,
That's cool.
that's my attempt at it anyway. I've seen you on stage enough, so it's okay.
Oh,
you're in good company.
Oh, I'm done with this interview. I'm done.
No, it's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
Probably overdue. How long have you been performing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up almost 2 years. Almost 2 years.
Well, then it's definitely overdue to get you in here.
It is.
Are you originally from the Dayton area? Is
No,
this where
I'm
you
not.
started comedy? Or
No, I'm from North Carolina. Fayetteville,
okay,
North
okay.
Carolina.
That's why I didn't want you in here before. No.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, welcome to the show.
Wiley's.
And welcome to Wiley's.
I was told to say Wiley's like 1,000 times. So
Wiley's
Comedy
okay.
Club.
Well, yeah, I'm probably going to fail to mention it.
The oldest comedy club
yeah.
in the universe.
In the universe, definitely.
Come to Wiley's.
Yes. Come to Wiley's
A lot.
every night. Every night this week. We might not be there the whole time, but you can stare at the door and wish you could get in and laugh. But when we are there, you'll love it. So
Wiley's Comedy Club.
yeah, Wiley's Comedy Club, 101 Pine Street in downtown Dayton's historic Oregon district.
That's Wiley's.
The legendary.
That's Wiley's.
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 Yes.
Comedy Club.
Now, where do you find Wiley's again?
At Wiley's Comedy Club, 101 Pine Street.
Yeah, there you go.
Oregon
in
district.
Oregon district. Yeah. That's a good place to go. That
It
Wiley's.
is on your wife's birthday.
Are you keeping track of how many times we're saying it, or
I've said it 35 times.
okay, 35 so far?
I've said it
Okay,
35 times.
cool. Well, you work at Wiley's as well.
I do.
Yeah,
I do work.
and you get stage time from time to time.
I
Is
slave
that
at
all
Wiley's.
your pay? Is just you get paid in stage time, or
I get paid in stage time. I wouldn't call the pay.
well,
But, yeah.
yeah,
That
well,
part.
that's
Yeah.
is what it is.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, it is a good time.
Yeah.
It cost me a lot to go there, actually.
That's what I hear. Yeah. At Wiley's,
At Wiley's.
37.
But it's worth it. Wiley's is definitely worth it.
It's a great place.
Yes.
It is.
Well, when did you start working at Wiley's? Because last year at this time, I was banned from Wiley's. I wasn't allowed.
I don't know when I started working at Wiley's, to tell you the truth. I was
Just
always
kinda
there.
accidentally happened.
I was always there supporting other comics, in comedy. And I just was like, hey, you guys need help? And the manager was like, yeah, we need help.
There you go.
So you can come work at Wiley's, 38.
yeah. You can come on in, pick up a rag and wipe something down.
Pretty much.
You're
I'm
good
the
to
door
go.
guy. I'm not the rag guy.
You're not the rag
I'm the
guy?
door guy.
Okay. Well, Gary's been the rag guy somewhat.
He's going to stay the rag guy also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he should.
Absolutely. We need more rad guys.
That's for sure. I should do that from time to time.
You should.
Well, I have.
Because your jokes aren't working.
But,
what was that?
Well, yeah, they definitely are. If my jokes were working, do you think, I would be in Dayton still? I'd be, somewhere else.
I'm kidding. I like your comedy.
I appreciate that. And I'm kidding. I'd still be in Dayton, even if I was funny.
You got like a Dayton persona.
I've never actually tried heroin, so that's not true.
Yes. Can we say heroin on the show?
We just did.
Okay,
twice,
cool.
So I think
cool.
we're good.
Heroin and Wiley's. Heroin and Wiley's. Yeah, 45 times.
Yeah. Well, that's just a female hero.
You're absolutely correct. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny to hear women talk about heroes.
Yeah. So
it's a Cam Newton reference. That's totally a Cam Newton reference. But,
yeah. I didn't see any of that, so I don't know. I knew there were some issues with Cam Newton and some of the things he said, but I wasn't sure what or why.
Yeah. There's a cocaine issue right now going around too. So,
really?
With the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's if I was getting on field to have big 300-pound guys beat the hell out of me most of the time, I'd have to be on something too. And I am a 300-pound guy.
Are you 300?
I'm right
looking
about
over.
300.
I'd give you 250.
Yeah. Well, you haven't seen me with my shirt off, so
that you know of.
That's the second half of this
that
interview.
You know of.
You will by the end of the day, and you'll say, "Yep, there's 300 there."
300 pounds. Got it. At Wiley's.
At Wiley's, 300-pound comedians at Gariley's.
I've heard of that
Wiley's.
place. Nice place. Gariley's. Nice place.
I prefer Wiley's though.
Yes,
it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, we got some shows coming up this weekend too, right?
Yeah, Greg Hahn's coming.
Greg Hahn's coming up Friday, Saturday,
Friday night, Saturday night, and then of course Wiley Sunday Comics is back. We also have the Crooner and the Clown with Ryan Singer, and
I love Ryan Singer. Hilarious.
I have seen some of his little short films and comic videos. Have you seen the one with him giving birth?
I have not.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Nor do I want.
It's
to.
hilarious, but it is disturbing. I mean, it will give you nightmares.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
He's the first male giving birth.
Yeah, there's a list of things I'm gonna avoid.
That's Austin Lucas. That's who's with Ryan Singer. Yes, that's on Thursday at 8.
Cool. At Wiley's
Comedy Club, 101 Pine Street, downtown Dayton's historic Oregon district. The legendary Wiley's Comedy Club.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We can say it as many times as we want because
I'm not saying it again. I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
I'll say it a few more times because here in a bit I'm going to do the comedy rundown with everything we have this week.
Comedy rundown. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, slow down.
Okay.
We'll get there. It's right before the break, and I don't want to take a break yet because you're so fascinating.
I am.
What got you started in comedy? Why did you decide to go down this road and disappoint your whole family?
Group therapy.
That's what.
True story.
That's how you started. You were in group therapy.
Therapy. I was at group therapy, and I was speaking to a therapist. I guess that's what you do at group therapy, right?
Well, I think at group therapy you speak to everybody.
No, so we have this exercise where we write out things we want to talk about, things that are like on our minds, right? And I give him my paper that I wrote one day, and he starts laughing, and he's like, "Excuse me, this is no ding against you, but you're hilarious. Have you ever tried stand-up comedy?" And I was like, "Why are you laughing at like all my hardship?"
Yeah, that definitely doesn't make you feel good when your therapist is laughing at your deepest concerns.
No, but it makes you feel good when you're on stage and you hear people laugh. So
yeah, well that's one of the fun things about comedy is being able to share who you really are, and people are thinking you're making it up.
Absolutely.
Because if you listen to my set on Sunday, I was talking about how filthy my house is and what a slob I am.
It sounds made up.
Which is absolutely true. You embellish some for humor's sake, but
true.
It's pretty bad.
True. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's a mess. It is. I believe it. Well, I was walking to the kitchen the other day and stubbed my toe on a rotary phone. Because that's how long it's been there. It still had the rotary dial on it. You ever seen one of those?
Yeah.
Because you're a young man.
I'm 33.
33. Yeah, to me, that's a young man.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're old. And so is a lot of the dirt in my house. So
I'm trying to compose myself. Okay.
oh, that's okay. There is no need to compose yourself on this show.
Okay, it's
just
a party now?
basically- Yeah,
It's a
it's
party.
all silliness.
It's a party.
That's what the cocaine is for.
The cocaine.
I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of cocaine at Wiley's.
Well, that's
That's 85 times. 85 times I've said Wiley's Comedy Club, 101.
well,
High
86
Street.
now. So,
Yes.
yeah, there you go. We're doing it. We're advertising,
Let's do it.
and I don't know if it's working. I don't know, because
probably
they're talking about all the drugs that are there. There aren't any drugs.
There are no drugs at Wiley's.
that I'm aware of.
95 times.
But sometimes there's alcohol there.
There is.
Yeah,
There are
because
drinks.
you definitely got to
Good
go
drinks.
there and drink.
The pink
Yeah.
and wet.
I'm sorry,
The
what?
pink and wet. It's my favorite drink at Wiley's. The pink and
That's
wet.
a drink.
It's a drink. What
Wow.
What did you think I was talking about?
I guess you can drink it.
You can. It's fantastic.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
Not
it looks
the
like
drink.
it. It looks like it. What was that?
I haven't tried the drink.
Okay. It's pretty good though. I forget what's in it, but it's a good drink.
I don't do a lot of mixed drinks. I'm usually beer or sometimes a hard cider.
I got you.
Yeah.
The rum and cokes are good too. Hennessy.
Really? Yeah,
There's Hennessy there. I'm black. There's Hennessy.
I used to drink Hennessy. It's okay.
Okay. You used to be black because you used
Yeah,
to be.
well, back in my black days.
That was a dark period in your life.
Yeah. So all these shootings started. I better convert. I don't want to get pulled over. I better convert. That is terrible.
That is horrible. The shooting started, and I was like, ah.
I'm so glad you laughed at that and didn't jump across the counter.
Oh, I will when show's over.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
will.
Once we're off the air,
I
the
will. I will.
violence and stuff, that'll work.
All these shootings started, and yeah,
Yeah, but it's tough to convert.
It is.
It took a while.
it is. Michael Jackson did it.
He did it.
Partially.
Yeah. I think he started it before the technology was there.
I think he did. You're right.
because
You're right.
I think there were pieces falling off of that young man when.
Yeah,
It was sad to lose him though, because he was odd, but he was definitely talented.
we haven't lost Mike though. He's an artist. His
Yeah,
art
yeah.
stays around.
Yeah, that part sticks around, I guess. Yeah,
That's the most poetic thing I've said all year.
yeah. Well, that's probably the most poetic thing's been on this show all year.
Oh, cool.
It happens. Usually by
R.I.P., Mike.
accident. Usually we say something serious completely by accident.
Okay. Yeah. Mike came to Wiley's one time, I think.
Really?
That's 200 times I said Wiley's.
Wow. Michael Jackson came to Wiley's.
No, I just said Mike.
Mike.
Michael Jackson would never
I'm
step
sure
foot in
they're
Wiley's.
Yeah. Not now. But I'm
Or
sure-
ever.
Yeah, the club is haunted by the.
Tito might have
Yep.
come by.
Yeah, but if Janet came, that'd be good.
That would be.
I could live with that.
You can switch back to your black days real quick, too.
Huh? That wouldn't even have to, I bet.
Oh, you're right. Wow. You were quick on your feet.
Hey,
For a
sometimes.
300-pound guy, you were quick on your feet.
Yeah, I bet she'd be all right.
She would be.
I mean, not with the 300-pound guy. I'd probably have to, unless I had money, and I don't,
True.
because I own a comedy club.
Wiley's.
Part
You own
of Wiley's. Part of Wiley's, not the whole thing. Part of it, small part of it, but enough of it to make me feel important when I walk in there. I can just push people around.
And you meet people like me.
knock comedians off the stage. Say, my turn. Take them. No, I don't do that.
When
That
are you
wouldn't
going
work
up
too
again, though? I know you went up Sunday. When are you going up again?
I'm gonna try to get out to. I'm gonna be at Wiley Saturday night for the early show probably, and I'm gonna try to head over to Feathers
Okay.
for the comedy out in the street. What did he call it this time? Because Aaron
The Spooktacular.
Phillips.
I
Yes,
think
it's
Spooktacular. The mayor of
I
the
love
Oregon district.
Feathers comedy, spooky, spooktacular, jokey jokes.
Aaron is hilarious.
Aaron is he's funny. He'll be in for the next hour. So
Last
get to
week
hang
they
out
had a
with
show.
him,
They had
too.
a show last week, and they were like, they had commercials during their show on the street.
They had commercials.
Hilarious. Yes.
Wow, that's what were the commercials for? Because I'd have to.
Oh, when they started their first one, I left.
Oh, okay.
I
So you
completely
just wanna-
left. Yeah, I was working that night. I was working. I think I might have been hosting or something.
Oh, okay.
But I had to go back real quick. I just wanted to go hang out. It's a good show though. Aaron Phillips is hilarious.
Yeah,
I really like
absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of great comics in Dayton.
There are.
And
Like tons.
We need to keep them. We need to get more out there too.
Yes.
So if anybody's listening, you ever feel like you just want to get up on stage and act like an idiot and talk to, see, there's an idiot right there. Hey, how's it going? That's one of my former coworkers just walked by. That's why I can say that and be fairly certain in my assumption.
True.
True.
But yeah, there are a lot of good comics in town, like local
absolutely.
comics everywhere.
Yeah,
I was surprised.
Yeah, if anybody listening ever wants to go on stage, you can go to Wiley Sunday Comics at gmail.org. You can or
shout out
gmail.com. Wiley Sunday Comics at gmail.com. Send them an email. You'll get a response back, basically telling you some of the rules and asking you for open dates and when you can go up on a Sunday show. Wiley's is a great place to do a first set.
It is
because it's always been a friendly crowd on Sunday nights.
If you're good.
Well, I mean, even if you have a bad set, because starting out, that's kind of expected. You know, it's hard to go up the first time and really do well.
And you're right, but like I've got some dirty looks on, like not when I had a bad set, but really? Like a bad joke, like a bad joke.
Oh well, yeah. Sometimes it's nice to tell a bad joke just to get that different reaction.
You're right, but the evil stares you get from some people in Dayton.
Yeah. But I've never really seen a bad crowd there on a Sunday night.
You gotta catch the look on these faces, like after they've had like a bad day. You told a bad joke and they didn't get any heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a lot of heroin users coming in?
I don't know.
After they've dried up, I guess, or whatever. When they're on the wagon,
it's the Narcan. Narcan's a new thing, right?
I think it's been around for a while. Yeah.
I think it's a new thing.
Yeah, I think that's once they've gone too far.
Yeah. Heroin's too far. I think heroin's too far.
Yeah, I think
heroin is too far.
Once you're at that point,
cocaine, then you stop.
Too much.
Stop at cocaine.
Yeah.
Don't go past cocaine.
By the way, at the beginning of the show, I did say that the views and opinions on this show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Wright State University, the Wright State student body, or pretty much anybody else. Or cocaine. But yeah, I'd say cocaine might be just taking it a step too far.
It is.
But that's just me. I've never really...
I agree. I've never done cocaine.
I've never dabbled in that.
You don't look like cocaine type.
No. I look like a weed and cheeseburger type. That's
that's good burger. You look like the good burger type. Welcome to Good Burger.
Yeah, that's fitting. I can go with that. Yeah. I can get on board.
You're a good guy, man. I never knew how good of a guy you were until like right now.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I didn't like you last week, but right now you're a good guy.
Yeah, well, later on today you'll probably hate me again. It's okay. I'm used to the ups and downs. That's the comedy life. That's one thing with comedy that I have noticed is there are a lot of big personalities.
Yeah.
And every now and then that can lead to a big personality clash.
True.
Because I've seen that too many times.
It's science. It's like physics, you know? Yeah. It's like once your egos get too big, there's not enough room. So
yeah.
But you got to stay humble, though. I try to stay humble with comedy. So.
I try to. It's hard to do when you're awesome, but I try.
True. But speaking of awesome, though, if you want an awesome comic in here,
Wiley's.
No, they're like one of my role models here in town. And I don't know if I can give a shout out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Nate Washington.
Nate is awesome. Nate's been on the show. He's been on the radio a couple times. Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, dude is like phenomenal.
So absolutely. He was. Was it last week he was featuring?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well,
killed the crowd.
He's been funny every time I've seen him. He's just he is definitely one of my favorites. But I have a lot of favorites in the area.
Who's your favorite? Like number one?
Number one, it's got to be Canistero. It's got to be Mike Canistero.
Yeah, okay.
Just because I mean he's one of those guys that's he's goofy enough he can say just about anything and get away with it.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, he was at the roast.
Yeah,
at the roast.
Cal Restaurant.
Yeah, at Cal's roast a couple weeks ago, and he was like hilarious.
Yeah, Mike is he's an unusual guy,
and for all the right reasons too.
Hilarious.
He's hilarious for like the right reasons.
Yeah. And another Biscuit's another favorite. Of mine. Biscuit cracks.
He came to like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
the Sunday Comics headline.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's cool.
That was another treat we got Sunday night is Wendy Ferguson went on stage.
That's always
the first time I've seen her on stage, and I'd say probably a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Just because I haven't been getting out much, and of course she's been touring with the MWF, the Micro
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling Federation.
True.
So
True.
yeah, she's getting out there. She
And that's
did a
good, too.
great job Sunday
She deserved
night.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday night was a good night. A lot of good comics went up. Good crowd.
Sunday's always good though, because it's a good show. You know, Karen.
Yeah.
You know, Karen runs it.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
she knows what she's doing. She's like professional and stuff. So it's always good to see her show do well.
Yeah.
And she lets me go up. So shout out to Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you, Karen.
Yep. And she's going to be emceeing this week.
Oh,
Greg
dope.
Hahn.
I did not know.
Yeah. As we're going to do, I think it's time to do the comedy rundown, and I'll play a little heavy metal. We got some Potter's Field lined up. You ever heard Potter's Field?
No. I
Yeah,
have not.
he's do you ever listen to heavy metal? This
No,
is like
I
the
do not.
screaming. Somebody called it cookie monster metal. I think.
No, but
what
let's
Gary
hear it.
Wood
Let's
called
do it.
But first, the comedy rundown for this week, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in downtown Dayton's historic Oregon District. First of all, Wednesday, October 11th, that's today, the comics hang at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District. Normally from 5 to 9. Today it's going to be from 6 to 9 because I'm going to have to be late. But if you want to come out and hang out with some of the comics, if you want to write some comedy, you want to get some opinions on some of your material, maybe you're going up for the first time soon and you just want a little opinion before you embarrass yourself, because it happens to all of us. Come out to Wiley's at 6 o'clock.
Embarrassment.
And embarrass yourself before you get on stage and embarrass yourself again.
Yes, please.
Thursday, October 12th, The Crooner and the Clown with Austin Lucas and Ryan Singer. That's going to be at Wiley's Comedy Club. That show starts at 8 p.m. Thursday. Thursday through Sunday, October 12th through the 15th, Steve Trevino is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Friday and Saturday, October 13th and 14th, Greg Hahn is at the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District, along with Rich Regains featuring, and as I said, hosted by our very own Karen Jaffe. So that ought to be a hilarious bunch of shows this week.
It will be.
Saturday, October 14th, as we mentioned, Feathers Comedy Spooky Spooktacular Jokey Jokes. I love his names. That's going to be at Feathers Vintage Clothing, actually out on the street in front of Feathers Vintage Clothing at 440 East 5th Street in downtown Dayton's historic Oregon District. That show starts at 9:30. And Sunday, October 15th, Wiley Sunday Comics is at Wiley's Comedy Club. That show starts at 8 p.m. Get out to Wiley Sunday Comics for some of the best local comedians. That's where good people start. That's where you see them before they're big. That way, years from now, you can say, yeah, I know that guy that
With
just
the photo on
OD'd.
the wall. With the backwards hat.
Right. That is it. As always, check out Wiley'sComedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And be sure to check out the Unwritten Podcast from Dayton Writers Movement, available at UnwrittenPodcast.com. They actually have I don't have all the details. There's somewhere. You can find it on Facebook. I believe if you go to Facebook /The Life Radio Show, you can get to my Facebook page. Be sure to like it. And then you can check out this weekend at Dayton Playhouse. Unwritten Podcast is doing a musical episode, so that ought to be fun if you like musicals. If you don't, go anyway. Why not?
What is Dayton Playhouse?
Dayton Playhouse. It's a local community theater down on Siebenthaler.
Sounds like a strip club.
It's not. Well,
Are they a sponsor?
it has
I hope
been.
I did not offend them.
No.
Okay.
No, that Unwritten
like-
Podcast is an audio drama podcast that I was involved in recording this past
cool.
summer. So actually, the last 3 episodes I've been part of. So
You've got listeners in like Washington. I've got some really good friends listening.
Really?
Yeah, in
Really?
Washington
Cool.
State. Yeah.
awesome.
Christina,
Well,
shout out.
Yeah. Download the podcast too. There are plenty of other episodes where this came from. Some even better. Some worse.
A lot. Huh?
No. There's no better. There's no better than Ed.
I'd agree with that. Let's go. Keep it going.
So, all right. That's good. On that note, I think it's time to play a little bit of heavy metal, and we'll be back here shortly. Here's this week's Comedy Rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in downtown Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to Wiley'sComedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tuesday, October 17th, Story Slam Dayton, creeped out at Wiley's Comedy Club. Wednesday, October 18th, the live taping of Rich Jones' DVD is at Wiley's Comedy Club, along with Dave Beals performing. Thursday, October 19th, Pauly Shore is going to be at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Friday, October 20th, Thank God It's Friday Night with Cry for Help Comedy is at the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club. Friday through Sunday, October 20th through the 22nd, Greg Warren is at the Dayton Funny Bone. Friday and Saturday, October 20th and the 21st, Mike Paramore is at the legendary Wiley's Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District, along with Nick Taylor hosting that show. Saturday, October 21st, a world premiere of From Gettysburg to Baghdad, a short film starring yours truly, along with the James Buster Douglas. It's at the Murphy Theater at 50 West Main Street in Wilmington, Ohio. Go to themurphytheater.org for details and tickets. And Sunday, October 22nd, Wiley's Sunday Comics is back at Wiley's Comedy Club. That show starts at 8 p.m. That is it. As always, check out Wiley'sComedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. Also, be sure to check out Unwritten Podcast from Dayton Writers Movement, available at UnwrittenPodcast.com.
Are you into making music, videos, or podcasts? Are you a local comedic talent in need of some much-needed publicity? Are you a behind-the-scenes professional interested in audio, video production, graphic design, and public relations? Eventide Entertainment is actively seeking talents, clients, and professionals to help our business grow into something truly special. And we want you to be one of those. For more information, go to facebook.com/Eventide Entertainment or send us an email at eventideent@gmail.com.
So let me see where we're at here. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello? I think something went wrong. Somehow I managed to hang up on Greg Hahn.
Whoa. I hung up on the headliner.
Apologies. I didn't mean to hang up on the headliner. I really didn't. Please call back.
I didn't think you were really going to do it, man. You were talking about.
There he is. There he is. All right. I managed to hang up on you. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Okay, there's something wrong with the phone here. We had Greg Hahn on the phone, and now
that's crazy. That would be dope.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is he already in town?
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. Wow.
Good going, Don.
Yeah,
good going. Good going.
That seems to be the. Let's see. Hopefully he'll try one more time and we'll be able to get it work. I'm not sure what's going on, why it's not coming across as it should. Let's try one more time. Hello, you're on the air.
No, you're not.
Nope, you're not. Hello. Is there something wrong with his phone?
I hear nothing.
That's okay. I don't know what's going on here then. Let's see where we are. Hello? Crap. Oh, let's see. Well, it's a whole lot of dead air going on, so let's see what we got. Why is it not?
I can totally take it from here. Do you need me to take it from here?
Yeah, I need you to take it.
I can totally take it from here.
Well,
The request lines are now open, I think.
Yeah, request lines apparently aren't... something is seriously wrong with the... I don't know if that's not going to do it. That's not it. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know, but I got a friend named Melissa who's got a lot of smart comments right now about the technical difficulties going on.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Melissa.
And
shout out.
Should have. Hello? See, we can hear him. He can't hear us. So I don't know what they've done to this thing. Hello? Let me try this. Is anybody on the air? Nope. Oh, crud. I don't know what's going on here. Hello? Well, we have lost Greg Hahn. I don't know what's going on with the phone system in here, but it is not working today. Awesome.
That blows.
That does. So, he's probably giving up. So now,
why don't you check your equipment, Don? Before the show?
Because I'm not the engineer, and they're supposed to have these things working.
Responsibility.
And, yeah.
Responsibility.
If only we had See, that's the problem with a student-run radio station is sometimes it just doesn't work right. So, see, I'm not the engineer. I'm the on-air talent.
I hear a lot of excuses, Don. I hear a lot of excuses.
But
coming from
what
Don.
you don't hear is a lot of phone calls.
I'm the talent. I'm the talent.
Greg, if you are listening, my sincerest apologies. I'm gonna whoop somebody when this is over. So, yeah. Oh well. Patrick, if you're around, fix it. Anyway. I guess we're going to get on with just me and you, Ed.
I'm the talent.
Since, yeah, you're the talent now, and we could. But if you know a good engineer,
there's a good engineer at Wiley.
Is there
202 times?
202 times
yes.
You mentioned that's going to be a record.
It is
the number of times that
it was
Wiley's
like 155. I looked it up before I came in.
Greg Hahn, who we just didn't talk to, is going to be headlining at Wiley's this weekend.
Yeah, I heard.
So it would have been great to.
I heard he's been
to
like
have
everywhere.
A phone that's working.
Yeah, let's get that guy on the phone.
Here.
What's that white light that blinks? Here. Is that white light him?
Well, that was because I picked it up.
Oh.
See, it's a mess.
I've heard people talking about Greg Hahn for like 3 weeks now. Like 3 weeks out. Like, yeah, I heard he was going to come, and he's hilarious. So I can't wait to see him.
And that's why I wish we could have got him on the air.
Do I need to pick him up from the airport? Do I need to pick him up? I always get that phone call. Hey, pick somebody up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to talk to Gary. I don't know. Yeah, I've never gotten those phone calls. So.
Of course you wouldn't. Yeah. I get them.
See, because I'm nobody. Well, let's see. I'm worried about picking it up now.
Pick it up. It's worth a shot.
Hello, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us? You can't hear us, can you?
I hear nothing.
Well, that ain't good.
Not a thing.
Hello? Yeah, there's something up with our phone system. So I can talk to you on here, but apparently I can't talk to you. I can hear you over the air, over the actual. I apologize. You were on the air just saying hello, and we could hear you saying hello, but you couldn't hear us.
You got to kick the box.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to put you on the air, and you got a little bit of time just to yell. So let's.
Don, you piece of beef.
Okay, I apologize for this. I'm going to have a word with our engineer when this show's over. I will. All right, I'm going to put you on the air, so you just go ahead and yell. Here you go. There's Greg Hahn yelling.
Hey, all right, Don, everybody. I'm going to be at Wiley's Friday and Saturday going nuts. This is Greg Hahn in a one-way conversation because the tech at the radio station is ridiculous, so I can't hear anything. I'm just yelling in my hotel room with a dude on the other side of the wall, furious, probably trying to take a nap. I don't know who's over there. But anyway, listen, Friday and Saturday, 2 shows. If you're in college right now, here's how you do a comedy career. You ruin 2 cars driving around, learning your act in the Midwest. Then you move to New York. Then you move to L.A. What you do once you get to L.A., go to the airport, you fly to Dayton and play Wiley's. Come on, man! Friday and Saturday, I was an English major. My favorite author was Cliff Notes. Hey, all right. You know you're in trouble when you're taking the SAT test. You can't get the practice question correct. Which one of these does not belong? Car, duck. That second car looks awful suspicious. I'm doing material to myself in my room. Nice hotel room. The housekeeper just knocked on the door, asked me if she could come in and clean up. I said, yeah. She came in, took a shower, and left. She got too clever for you. Anyway, all right, Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be there looking for a wife. I need a date and wife. I'm going to even go. Don, I can't hear you, but I might invite, I'm going to call Drew Hastings and see if he wants to do a guest set. I don't even know who's on the show. And of course, Drew's not going to show up, but I thought I'd say that. All right, everybody, Dayton, I can't wait. I'll see you. Wiley's, all right. Bye-bye.
Hey, that was awesome.
Why does Greg Hahn sound like a used car salesman?
Who's on the show this weekend on the show with you? I believe Rich Regains is going to be featuring, and one of the locals, Karen Jaffe's, hosting for you. She's gorgeous. I think she's taken, though.
Karen is on the prowl.
All righty.
Shout out, Karen.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Bye. Well, we managed to
That was
make
amazing.
it work somehow. That was
Yes.
hilarious. That was
Yes. If you're in college.
So. Where do we go from here, Ed? That was hey, that's the first time I've had a one-way phone conversation on the air. So
First time for everything.
There's a first time for everything.
And I think he like did it the best.
Yeah,
You're not
that
going
was
to top
awesome.
that
Was,
at all.
He's doing material for himself.
At all. Can't top it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was good stuff. Wiley's.
Wiley's. Wiley's. I'm
Get
done.
the Wileys.
I'm not
Get the
saying it
Wileys
again.
this weekend for Greg Hahn with Rich Regains as a feature. Rich Regains. I had to say that correctly that time.
Good job. So how'd
yeah.
you get into comedy, though? You asked me. How'd you get into comedy?
I started out in theater. I did live theater about it's been close to 20 years ago.
Okay, enough of
now.
that story. So what else were we talking about?
And that's all. I just started being funny, and then I went on stage and stopped. Apparently,
Not going to take this to the stage. Not going to take it at all.
enough about me.
So do you
That's,
get those questions though? I know I get those questions all the time. Hey, how do you know what's funny, or why do you think you're funny? Well, how does it feel to be funny on stage? Like, stupid question.
Yeah, I usually
Stupid
get to say something funny, or
Yeah.
are you funny?
Yeah.
No, I get up there because I like to torture people by being boring. If I wanted to torture people by being boring, I'd be a college professor.
Or the president of the United States.
Or, well, he's not boring. He's just stupid. There's a difference.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Stupid. But
Yeah.
stupid's good though. Stupid works on stage too.
Stupid works on stage too. It doesn't work as well for press conferences as president, but apparently, it's acceptable now. So
What I do like though, not to get on a political rant, but the guy speaks his mind, and that's what comics do. Comics speak their mind. They give you their perspective.
That's true. He speaks his mind, but it's the mind that I'm worried about. That's the problem. It's the mind
He's
that's
all
speaking.
cocaine.
I didn't know cocaine turned you orange. One of the little known side effects of cocaine is just orange skin tone and hair. Your hair looks like an orange.
Wait,
beaver.
hair has not been. That's not been verified yet.
That's not been
That's not
verified.
his hair.
Okay,
That's not his hair.
Well, yeah, I think I
Hair's not
don't
a side
even want to
effect.
speculate who he took that hair from.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
We could though. We could. It would make a
We
good
could,
3
yeah.
minutes.
Where do you think he got it hair from?
I'm gonna think it was vaginal shavings.
Well, that's why he was
What you
grabbing
got?
them all the time. He was testing the hair texture.
Yes.
We got it now.
Yes, yes. Whose bathroom floor? Whose bathroom floor? Did the FBI infiltrate?
Yep. That's oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, you're gonna get some phone calls.
Oh yeah, well I've gotten some,
But they're not gonna come through.
I've gotten some hate mail before.
Have you?
It's awesome. I
About
love it.
what?
Boobs.
Boobs?
Yes, I had.
Like breast?
Yes. Apparently there was a boob hater out there, and we discussed boobs too much, and they got angry. Very,
Guy or
very
girl?
angry. My guess would be a woman.
Okay.
Just from the name.
Oh, it was mail. It was
Yeah.
mail. So it was written, not a call. It wasn't a phone
Right.
call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was actually a review on wwsu.org, 1069.org. So if you go on there and you go to my show,
Good
you
press.
can find and read that review
Good
and
press.
go, that's funny.
This is hilarious.
Because that's what I did. And then I read it over the air for anybody that missed it.
How are you mad? How are you mad about boobs? Boob talk. We'll call it boob talk.
I guess I think there are some people that just look for things to be upset about, and that just boobs was the word of the day, I guess. So
That's
you'll
ridiculous.
have that.
You'll have those things.
You'll have that.
Yeah.
Do we want to cover some news stories? It's getting close to the top of the hour.
Let's do it.
So, okay, well, let's hit some news then.
News.
Cheeky criminals have taunted law enforcement since the dawn of time, so it's no surprise that in the era of social media, spats between suspects and police have found a new platform. A Michigan man known on Facebook as Champagne Torino, it's got to be his stage name.
Has to.
I'm sure he's a comic, too. Is wanted on existing warrants and is a massive troll. When Redford Police Department posted about a home invasion, Torino commented saying, "You guys suck." To which the police department replied, Michael, which apparently is his real name, Michael, given your veiled threats to residents and officers on other threads and your inability to engage in constructive dialogue on this page, this is your one warning. If it continues, you will be blocked. But the argument didn't stop there. Torino sent a private Facebook message to Redford Police saying if their next post got 1,000 shares, he'd turn himself in, bring a dozen donuts, and clean up public schools in the area. Well, unfortunately for the guy, the police accepted the challenge and got more than 3,800 shares.
Yes.
According to reports, Torino hasn't yet turned himself in.
Because he's a thug.
Or brought the donuts.
He's about that life.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to make that promise, you got to make good on it.
You have to. You have to.
Or there's such a thing as honor among thieves.
That sounds like some Batman Riddler type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
That's
Riddle me
sounds
this, Facebook.
We need to validate those 3,800 votes.
Yeah,
real
that's
quick.
true. That's true. That could have been
thorough.
Russian.
He's thorough.
Yes,
Yes, he's thorough. If you're going to be a thug in these
was-
streets, be thorough.
Yeah, and be honest.
And be honest.
Yeah,
Be
because honest crooks. That's what we need.
Yes.
The
We
world.
need more of those. We do.
Yeah. So turn yourself in, Champagne.
That is the hardest name I've ever heard.
Yeah, that you
The
know
Moet
you're-
Mafia.
You know you are a hardened criminal when you go by
Champagne.
Champagne Torino.
How's he spell it? How's he spell it?
Champagne. Probably misspelled. Let's see.
Pain. Champagne.
No. Pagne.
Oh, okay. I can't even spell the real champagne.
He could, which is why we know he's not a thug. He's just
not a
wimp.
thug.
He's
He's
just
not a thug.
that's why he's hiding behind Facebook. He's probably going to turn himself in for parking tickets. That's really
He'll get caught. He'll get caught like walking his dog.
Yeah,
He'll be walking his toy poodle.
jaywalking and parking tickets. That's what
Gotcha.
you know.
That's hilarious.
That's why he's wanted.
Where'd you get that news story from?
I don't remember where I got this one from. This one was usually I find silly stuff on Yahoo or Huffington Post.
Okay.
Because I only go with real news
I like
here.
real news. Real news. This is real news.
This is real. This is the important stuff that you need to know.
Champagne,
For example,
shout out.
you got to be careful when you're having reconstructive surgery and facelifts in Korea. 3 women who visited South Korea for plastic surgery were rendered so unrecognizable that airport officials detained them because they looked nothing like their passport photos.
That's funny.
The trio had visited South Korea during China's Golden Week holiday last week, but when they arrived at the unnamed airport for the return trip, seen in they're severely swollen faces and bandages around their heads because apparently it didn't go well. Immigration officers at passport control didn't believe them when they tried to prove their identity despite displaying their tickets and various documents. It wasn't clear how long they remained at the airport or if they were able to return to China as of Monday morning.
From Korea? Of course they
They
didn't.
should still be there. Which, I guess when you go to South Korea for plastic surgery, you know what you're taking a risk. You know you're risking.
So
something.
they didn't look like their photos, so they couldn't travel.
Well, my guess is they didn't look like their photos because they just had surgery and they still had bandages wrapped around their heads.
I think I've gotten that excuse from a girl on Facebook one time.
That she was in South Korea.
We met up and she didn't look anything like her photos.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so she was in South Korea having plastic surgery.
No, she was in Azania.
I met my wife online actually,
Oh,
and when we first started seeing
At what
each
website?
other and stuff, huh?
at a website or
Not saying Pornhub. No, I'm kidding. She might be listening.
I
It's
hope
her
she is.
Birthday, and
I met
just
my
ruined her
ex-wife
whole
on
day.
Pornhub.
But no, we started chatting years and years ago before we ever met in person. And it just cracked me up that every time she sent me a photo of her, they look nothing like the other photos she ever sent.
She's one of those.
Yeah, she's
one
a
of those.
chameleon.
Oh,
She just-
oh,
Yep, she looks different in every
Changes.
picture she takes, and she looks different in person, too.
but you married her, so
Yeah.
you did something right.
Well, because she looked different in all the pictures, but she looked good in all of them. So, it's just a little bit of different good.
So were you?
So I was good with it.
So were you surprised when you met her, or how'd that work? I'm totally putting you on Front Street.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I wasn't surprised.
Okay.
She accuses me of looking at her ID when we stopped somewhere because she didn't believe I was. She doesn't think I thought she was as old as she said she was.
Like, babe, on that
Because
third
she
photo you
did-
sent me, you were black.
She does look younger than she is. She still does.
Okay.
but when we first met, she looked like she was in her early 20s.
Cool.
And I think when we first met, how old was she? I think she was 25.
Oh,
so still kind of in her early 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, mid-20s.
Yeah.
More news?
It went good. Yeah, we can do some more
All the news we got?
Let's see what we got here.
Got to stay abreast.
Authorities in Casper, Wyoming received a call about a visibly
Nobody
drunk
cares
man.
about anything in Wyoming.
Oh, this is important.
Do we care? Okay, we
This
care.
is important. Authorities received a call about a visibly drunk man claiming to be from the future. Officers arrived and found Bryant Johnson warning that aliens would be coming next year and that people should leave as soon as possible. He claimed he was from the future.
What's his name?
Bryant Johnson.
He black.
Johnson was so concerned about his mission to save humanity that he requested to speak to, I quote, the president of the town.
Oh, he black.
Yes, because cops said Johnson had bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and blood alcohol reading exceeding the legal limits.
He might be mixed.
And probably the limits of man. Because he's from the future.
Yeah.
He can take it. The alcohol tolerance is so much higher
Easy.
in 2048, which is what he actually claimed to be from. That he alleged the time traveler, the alleged time traveler had a perfectly logical explanation for all the alcohol in his system. The only way the aliens could send him back in time was to fill his body with alcohol and make him stand on a giant pad. He was arrested nonetheless. So,
what type of alcohol did he have to have in his body?
To transport
Yes,
time?
that
Tequila.
the aliens thought. Tequila. He was messing. He was messing.
Definitely tequila. Because I have time traveled on tequila before. It does happen. I believe this man's story 100%. Like I said,
traveled.
there's no fake news here. From the Russians hacking and giving 3,800 shares to the Redford police, or was it Redford, something like that,
in Wyoming.
In Wyoming. Well, no, that one was Michigan.
Okay.
And then, of course, the time traveler in Wyoming. This is all serious stuff. We
Serious
need to
business.
take this very seriously.
You have to.
This is,
Knowledge is
the
power.
aliens are coming next year. We only have a limited amount of
Be
time.
drunk when they show up.
Because Bryant Johnson came to warn us. Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Was that even a warning?
I think that was
He was
a
just
warning.
drunk
Yeah,
somewhere.
he was. Huh?
He was just drunk.
He was drunk in 2048. Then
Yeah.
he came here. Tequila will do that. Don't eat the worm. There's no telling where you end up if you eat the worm in the tequila. Because
That's hilarious, dude. I never used the term "I can't," but right now I'm using the term "I can't." I can't with you or Brian Johnson.
All
time
right, well,
travel.
we'll move on then, because we have sufficiently warned our listeners what's going on with
Good job.
the aliens
Public
coming
service.
next year. I wish you would have specified where the aliens were from, because that's usually how I decide how to deal with them. Because
point.
some of them you can talk some sense into. Some of
point.
the aliens you can,
Yeah.
but some of them just don't want to hear it. Yeah. They're here to enslave the human race, and that's all they have on their mind.
True.
It's those single-minded extraterrestrials that I can't with them.
I can't. There are some single-minded aliens in Fairborn, actually.
Now we're back to that heroin again.
Give it to me straight. Give it to me straight.
Oh, okay. A Baltimore high school. See, this is important news too. A Baltimore high school was evacuated and 5 people taken to the hospital on last Thursday in a hazmat scare that turned out to be pumpkin spice air freshener. Because why not? The Cristo Rey Jesuit High School wrote on its website that a strange odor was detected on the 3rd floor at 2:30 p.m. It was a smell that they certainly weren't used to, unless they went to Starbucks.
So this
said
was black
Bill
people.
Heiser, the school's president. It appeared to be getting stronger.
Yeah.
Because
strange
as
smell.
you go into fall,
Pumpkin
spice is everywhere,
Couldn't
and
have been
now
white people.
it's in our schools.
Because white people know what pumpkin spice smells like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's there. That is the number one threat to national security. To hell with the Russians. Pumpkin spice.
Yes.
The school was evacuated with emergency medical teams treating some people on the scene.
For what?
For pumpkin spice.
For what? Oh my God.
as the Baltimore City Fire Department's hazmat unit investigated the odor.
What do you treat them with?
5 members of our community, the school said 5 members of our community were transported to area hospitals as a precautionary measure. Pumpkin spice.
Some taxpayers paid for 5 people to get treated.
For pumpkin spice.
For Starbucks. For Starbucks.
I agree. Pumpkin spice needs to be eradicated.
Some principal with a hangover
Get their coffee out of my
spilled
face.
his pumpkin spice latte, and school was out.
It used to take 3 feet of snow to get a snow day. They get let out for pumpkin
spice.
This is not right.
Pumpkin spice.
I feel like I was cheated in my youth.
Pumpkin spice. So if you're at school and you get in trouble and you got to go to the principal's office, bring pumpkin spice.
Right, because you'll get out. Not
And it's
only
done.
will you get out, they will pull the fire alarm, and everybody's going to get out for
Done.
pumpkin spice. That's PS Day. Pumpkin spice
Pumpkin
day.
spice.
Yep. Yeah, because, well, what it was, they canceled Columbus Day because nobody wanted that, so the teachers got angry and decided they were going to have pumpkin spice day.
They said we're gonna pumpkin spice this
Yeah.
whole place.
Yeah.
I'm getting my entire housewives club in here, and we gonna straighten some stuff out.
Yes. Yeah, pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin
So,
spice.
yeah. That is definitely a
Rich
threat.
people
And-
problems.
Yes, yeah. That's for sure.
Because you're not gonna
I've
find that in
never-
a black school, man.
No.
That's not
What is that?
the what?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's hilarious. Pumpkin spice.
Yeah, I haven't seen Aaron Phillips run past the window yet.
Aaron
'Cause
Phillips.
usually he streaks by the window.
The mayor of the Oregon
Yes,
district.
the mayor of the Dayton's Oregon district.
Yes.
Not the mayor of Dayton.
No.
I wouldn't have them on my show.
No.
But the mayor of the Oregon district, welcome every
He's important.
time.
You need to have that guy.
Absolutely.
He
He
knows
decides. He's the great uniter.
His store. Have you ever been to his store?
I have.
Feathers? That place is like crazy.
There's some neat stuff in there.
There is. Yeah.
And there's a lot of
I bought
a lot
some
of
comedy albums from that
really?
place.
Yeah, he's got a lot of vinyl in
Yeah, he's got some. I bought some Richard Pryor out of George Carlin out of there. So,
There
yeah,
you go. Yeah, good stuff.
good stuff, man.
All right, we better take a break. And this is to just every now and then we have to appease the aliens that are on the way.
You got to be drunk when you do it.
Right. Well, that's
Tequila.
you thought this was water. that's silver. That's what's his? Yeah, that's Jose Cuervo silver. Is what's
I'm an
what's in
1800
the,
guy.
Yeah,
So.
usually I do vodka, but I knew the alien story was coming up, and we would need our tequila.
2048.
So
Stay woke.
2048, it's coming. Yes, they're here. On that note, I'm going to play. I'm going to play some Mr. Wiggly's exploration launch to appease the alien.
Not on my watch. You got to play that when I'm in here.
No. Yeah, absolutely. Have you listened to Mr. Wiggly?
No, I have not.
See, you don't know what you're missing.
You have any J. Cole? You got to play some J. Cole.
I don't know what that is.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
I'm kidding. I
You
do
know
know
what?
what it is. I don't have any.
You know what? Put on your Mr. Wiggles.
This is Mr. Wiggly's exploration launch, which is Dayton's #1 space funk band.
Oh, let's go then. Yeah, all
Yes.
about Dayton. Let's go.
If
Let's do
you've
it.
never well, they're Dayton's only space funk band, but they're also the #1. They're the
True.
best space funk you can find
True
in
news.
the area. Absolutely. So this is Go to Mars with me.
Let's go.
This is to appease the aliens. So we're going to take a break. We will be back here shortly. Thanks for listening to the Life Podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment's podcast network. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Wednesdays from noon to 2 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can always stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email us at thelife1069@gmail.com.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
Yeah.
That's the most poetic thing I've said all year.
Yeah, well, that's probably the most poetic thing's been on this show all year.